And we have uncovered a new outrage tonight within a system that's supposed to keep your restaurants clean. Money that was meant to beef up restaurant inspections is going somewhere else. Here's investigative reporter Joel Grover. Joel.
Well, Ann and Mike, we are digging deeper into this story and we are finding more surprises. For weeks now, the health department has been blaming money troubles for its shortage of restaurant inspectors. Now we find out the department has millions of extra dollars it could have used to keep our restaurants clean. It was behind the kitchen doors of famous restaurants that we found serious health risks, like rat droppings and cockroaches. And we found some of these places hadn't been inspected in over a year, sometimes 2 years. The health department says it doesn't have the money to do more inspections. But the I-team has found evidence that's just not true. This just seems like an out-and-out lie, an excuse.
Well, it's an excuse, and I'd rather call it an excuse than a lie.
Just last week, health officials said if they had more inspectors, they could inspect restaurants a lot more often.
Why can't we do that?
The resources.
Just a manpower thing.
3 weeks earlier, other department officials told us of a shortage of inspectors.
We're now presently, understaffed.
Now records obtained by the I-team show the county has millions of extra dollars it could use to inspect restaurants. You see, every time the health department inspects a restaurant, it charges them a fee. A county auditor's report shows last year the department had $6 million left over from those inspection fees. The year before, about $4 million was left over. That's money that should have been used to hire more inspectors who could have been inside restaurants which put you at risk, like those we uncovered in our reports.
The first reaction to your report was by the health department, we don't have the resources. Well, in fact, they did have the resources. In fact, they had a surplus of resources.
So where did all that money go? The health department declined to talk to us for this report because tomorrow morning they'll be explaining to the County Board of Supervisors just what happened to those millions of dollars.
LA County supervisors today passed one of the most sweeping health code reforms in the country, all because of the problems our I-team uncovered behind the kitchen door. Investigative reporter Joel Grover is here to explain a brand new law. Joel.
Well, Ann and Mike, what this new law means to consumers is that LA will soon have much cleaner restaurants. At least that's the hope. Basically, the law overhauls the county's restaurant inspection system from top to bottom. Until now, consumers never knew what was going on behind the kitchen door. But that's about to change thanks to LA County's tough new restaurant law.
It's critical that the public have a right to know what is going on in these restaurants.
During our investigation, the I-team found that thousands of restaurants consistently fail their inspections, but the public never knows about it. The new law creates a letter grading system for all restaurants. A grade reflecting the score of their latest inspection must be posted near the entrance. The county will also require restaurants to provide copies of their health inspections to customers. And restaurants will have to post a red tag on the door if they've been closed by a health inspector. These are all radical changes in the county's inspection system.
We see this not as an opportunity to sort of buff up one part, but to completely redo our restaurant inspection program.
Perhaps the key provision of the law tries to prevent the kinds of unsafe practices we found undercover, like employees licking their hands, then touching customers' food. The ordinance now requires mandatory food safety training for restaurant workers. A restaurant will have to have at least one certified food handler on the premises at all times. The board unanimously passed this new law despite some heavy pressure from the restaurant industry.
We urge you to take more time for public input, including food industry input.
And the county also has a new policy for dealing with those restaurants that fail inspections over and over, like the places we found in our investigation. From now on, if a restaurant fails 2 inspections in a row, they'll lose their license.
The overwhelming majority of the restaurants comply, and the overwhelming majority of the restaurant owners who have contacted us say you're on the right track. County's on the right track.
Under LA County rules, the Board of Supervisors must take a second vote on the new law next week. It is expected to pass unanimously once again, and then it officially becomes law a month later.